Shelton,
Yo.
do you listen to Latin music?
Not really at all.
I'm gonna send you somebody named La India.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty good. Got a really good voice. Now you ain't gonna understand shit. It's in Spanish,
Right?
but no, it's really good. I've been just obsessing over it. It's like
How you run
really?
How you come across that?
That's what I was going to ask.
FIFO. Okay. So we had reviewed the Bad Bunny joint, and he said he was gonna, like, for him, La India and Oscar de Leon is you stretch out the R. It's not, we say Oscar, they say Oscar.
Oscar
de Leon. Anyway, but yeah, so he had put me onto just stuff that used to be playing around his family. So for us, it's Anita Baker. For him, it's like La India and some other stuff his mom was playing. Right. So but yeah, I didn't like the Oscar de Leon is yeah, no, I don't know how to roll the R's. I be trying.
Escar.
I can't do it either. I can't do
it. But you know, I get why he's like popular in the class, but it's more salsa stuff that's not really it. But La India, like, you know, after I gave it my first listen, and then I started to really listen to like her voice. I'm like, oh, I said, okay, that's it.
So she's nice, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No, it's really good stuff.
Kim, I forgot to ask you this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I said I want to trap karaoke. If you had to perform, what would be your trap karaoke song? That you know, like at least 80% of it.
I don't know if I do, Lou.
What you did, Lou?
Nothing. I didn't do anything. I was right. You can't know me. I was in the crowd, but the guy that won Sheldon amazingly. He did Ludacris, It's Your Fantasy.
Dang.
And I thought to myself, who in the world would know? But who would know the words to that song other than Ludacris?
Right.
Like who would know the words word for word to It's Your Fantasy?
Do you know any Ludacris song word for word?
Absolutely not.
Bro, I'm not a Ludacris fan, though. Fat Rabbit.
Why?
That was his first song.
Why would anybody know a Ludacris song word?
Because that was his first record, and he was it was coming out the Chris Lover run, and it was I just like the beat.
What would be yours, Show? Because it was R&B and it don't gotta be rap.
Oh, it don't gotta be rap.
Trap karaoke, yeah. People did. Somebody did 8-Ball and MJG coming out hard, which was fire.
Spike just a hater.
That counts as trap.
Hey, wait, how am I a hater, dog?
You hating on Ludacris, bro.
No,
you really are hating on Ludacris.
You really are.
I'm a known Ludacris hater. That's not new. That's not breaking news. Like, anybody go listen to the On Deck TV podcast every Wednesday. I've been hating on Ludacris for 600 episodes.
For real?
Absolutely. I don't like Ludacris. I'm a T.I.
Ludacris is one of the best rappers that ever come out of Atlanta.
That's why I don't like him. Right there. Because
you know with Lou,
gassing it, Doc.
You know with Lou, it ain't no rhyme or reason. Ain't no rhyme or reason, Doc.
But on first,
I'm a T.I. fan. I'm a T.I. fan. That's the rhyme.
And he washed T.I. in the beef too. Like
that never happened.
His verses were better than T.I. Yes, they were.
What were you talking about? I mean, Okay, let me be very clear. Ludacris can rap. But I don't. I don't listen to music.
That was hard.
I don't listen to Ludacris type music. Goofy, wild, animated, Busta Rhymes type. I don't listen to Busta Rhymes. I don't listen to Ludacris.
That's your problem.
Mystical was probably as far as I went. You try to tell him I got you. Tell him I got you, Jalen. You try to act like that Belly Gang. Oh, why you want to hear that? It sound like old shit. But then
you didn't get me. No, it ain't.
I got you. I got you. I had to think about it, but I got you.
No. I mentioned the Metro Project, which is early 2010s, and he
why
was
you
like
the Metro
that ain't nothing different. That ain't no different than Belly Gang. I was like, there's a difference from Metro doing a one passion project. Then his whole
that was a fair point.
Like a time capsule.
That was a fair point, but you understood what I meant though, because you tried to clown me because it sounded like Jim Day's over with. I still want to hear that.
But there is a difference in an artist like actually just making a passion project compared to his whole discography sounds like it was like from another time.
That's I give you. I will give you that, but still, Billy Gang beast though.
If Metro makes another album like that, I probably won't. I probably won't listen to it.
He not a beast, FIFO? Did you FIFO? Come on, man.
Hey,
he's not a beast. He's not a beast
for what he does.
Yo,
hold on.
What's up?
Do you listen to the whole like all 1 hour and 20 minutes of the album?
Which album? But yeah,
Metro.
All
Metro.
albums I use. Yeah, I listened to the whole thing. Like I could probably make a better album out of the 20 plus songs he has, but it's still it's a cool album. But I could make a good album out of the 20 plus songs he had.
I got a new guy for you.
It's like
songs.
I got a new guy.
I mean, it's the same thing with Gunna. Gunna was 25 songs. What'd you say, Spike?
Eddie Valero. Yeah. I said I got a new guy for Ken. Eddie Valero from Memphis.
Who?
Eddie Valero.
Sound like a wrestler.
Yeah,
dude on it. Wrestling thing because he cool with like Step Brothers and they do this whole wrestling thing and stuff like that. So he from Orange Mound, Memphis. He looked like 8-Ball. So
8-Ball lost weight.
I saw that man. God, dog. He lost a lot of weight.
They got a new project coming out.
Man, hey, Lou, but I would do Music Soul Child, Just Friends, or I would do Shudder Low. They know.
You know that word for word?
Yeah.
FIFO, what would be your trap? FIFO, what would be your trap?
Don't do that.
You said, what would be my trap? What?
I went to trap karaoke over the weekend. I was asking everybody what their song would be. What would you perform that you like? You know, at least 80% of it.
Oh, easy.
Living La Vida.
Go crazy. Nah, go crazy. Jeezy.
Jeezy? I would do Jeezy too, but mine would be Air Forces. Mine would be Air Forces. Jeez.
Yeah, my shit. It would be either Trap Star, Go Crazy. Yeah, either one of those two.
And then
I'm doing all 6 minutes. I'm doing all 6 minutes of Euphoria on stage.
Shut up! You could do that. Could you do that for real?
I swear to God, I could do it from front to back.
That's crazy.
Somebody did not like us.
That's easy though, because I mean that's
right. They played the A minor, the wop, all that stuff. So
yeah, that's corny.
I see Donovan Mason. I could do T.I. top back too.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's my wife's favorite, like one of her favorite T.I. songs.
I get it. So, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, Watch My
Shoes. Did that beat Manny Fresh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Manny Fresh beat. Yeah, he did that one and the one I was talking about from Jeezy. And then what? I love them too. And then what? First, I'm gonna stop, bro. That was some awesome songs for both of them.
I could do Gucci Man First Day Out. Oh, but I could do
First Day Out.
Lil Wayne's top back. Basically all of it is about 3. Like I drove that shit to the ground. That and No Ceilings, probably most of them songs. Probably.
Nick, what would be your trap karaoke song?
Top karaoke song?
What would be your trap? I went to trap karaoke over the weekend. I'm asking everybody what they song they will perform. Like you need to know about 80% of it. If they cut the music off, you can still be rapping it.
We already went through this. You already know. I'm going Gorilla Zoe, hood nigga.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
With the do-rag on. With the do-rag on.
I'm going to stop after the intro, too.
That's a good one, Nick.
All the old
That's funny. And it is a good one.
Yeah, so Nick.
It'll still ring.
So I do Jock, Young Jock, too. Young Jock. And
It's Going Down.
I do It's Going Down or Coffee Shop.
Or Coffee Shop was it should not have been a hit. It should not have been a hit.
But y'all naming mainstream songs like songs that wanted. I thought y'all wanted a song that was like not really out there like that. Like
it would have to be for trap karaoke to win.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for trap karaoke. It's supposed to be something that the crowd goes.
So
if we're doing like an underground cut, Wayne was
now what I said, Nick. Them Nick say Wayne's. I learned this all word to word.
Wayne, get him. Wayne, Dedication 2. I know damn near all the tracks, but get him on Dedication 2. I can rap that whole thing.
Did y'all listen to the Squad? Jalen
Squad Up.
Yeah, y'all listen to that.
I went back and listened to it.
I was at the tail end of Squad Up. I was more so with when the dedication
four,
series.
The best one. The tail end is the best part. The fourth one is the best one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I remember some of 4, but when the dedication series started with drama, that was when I was like, oh, he taking off.
I do Good and Mob, Soul Food, number 3 or 4.
I could do any UGK song off Riding Dirty. If we talking about deep cuts, any song off Riding Dirty, I'm doing that.
Yeah. I could do anything on Equipment.
I could do Scandalous Hoes by Mike Jones.
You don't know a Mike Jones song word for word.
Hey, bro, trust me, Lou. Hey, females, I don't trust them. Those I don't love them. Hey, that's Scandalous Hoes, right?
Hey, that's impressive. That's impressive.
Who is Mike Jones?
Who is Mike Jones? Who is Mike Jones? Maybe a
is that the one with the phone number in it?
Yeah,
the whole album is Who is Mike Jones.
Yeah, the whole album is the only. That's the only Mike Jones album.
That's the first one. The first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the first one was mine. I like
first one was, and then floss. Shelton know about flossing. I stay flossing. I'm playing. Hey, Lou, I'm coming. Hey, when you see me, I'm playing that when I come through.
I definitely could do Space Age Pimping too. I could do Space Age Pimping, ad libs, whatever, all the way through.
Yeah. Man. Y'all sitting here reminiscing. All right. Let's get the show going. Oh, why did that happen? Okay. This is the place where sports opinions collide. That is sports. I'm your host, Kenneth B. Inch. Joining me on the show, Nick, FIFO, Shelton, and Spike.
What's happening?
What's going on?
Glad to have everybody here watching. Got a jam-packed show for you guys. We're going to talk about Shedeur, of course. We talked about it last week. It was breaking news last week. It happened. He played the game. And then and we'll give our thoughts on that, as well as our top 5 cornerbacks and linebackers heading into the 2025 NFL season. And some things are going on in LA, man. The Rams might be in trouble with that quarterback. So which could lead to some interesting moves that have been floated out there. So yeah, man. But as we always do, man, we kick things off with our best performance of the week.
Performance of the week goes to my boy. Hey, listen, I know some of y'all aren't alcoholics in there, but we got a dartboard in New York. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jackson Dart. First game in the NFL. You know, I know it's preseason. Some people don't call it a game, but I call it a game. Hey, Shelton, 12 for 19, 154 yards and a tutty. Oh and it was a beautiful tutty, too, because the nigga was getting hit, and he threw it over the back shoulder, nigga, right into the end zone. Come on. No one can hate on his performance. Of course, I got to go with Jackson Dart, the future of the New York Giants franchise, the savior of what's his name? The head coach. What's the dude's name?
Dayball.
There you got his name.
Hey, Sheldon, he almost way out. I don't need to remember it, but he's the savior of Brian Daboll's job. So yeah, shout out to Jackson Dart.
Hey Nick, do me a favor. Go back and look at Daniel Jones' first preseason game.
Don't do that to me, Sheldon. Don't do that to me. That's like asking me to go back to that game that Daniel Jones had against Tampa Bay where he went nuts. And niggas thought he was gonna be the second coming of Eli. Nah. Yeah, I'm coming around to Jackson Dart. You know what I'm saying?
You think he's gonna start a game this season?
Eventually, yeah. All first round picks eventually start by the end of the season. You know, even Michael Penix. So
absolutely.
That's why I'm like, it may not be early, it may be in the back half of the season. Depends on how the season goes. But what I'm hearing from camp is that Russell Wilson isn't really wowing anybody. He's just doing Russell Wilson shit.
Right.
So and obviously you know what Jameis Winston is, but yeah, Jackson Dart. I say week 6, week 7. That's when you probably hear something about him starting. Unless Russell comes out like how he did in Pittsburgh and like damn near undefeated, or at least like 4-2.
Which quarterback are they gonna cut? Are they gonna cut Winston or are they gonna cut DeVito?
They cut DeVito for sure.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's
Tommy had a nice little run though.
Tommy ain't had shit. His agent had a nice run. But Dart's the future. JD, get used to it.
Oh, he's the future.
He's the future, bro. I'm trying
crazy.
to tell you right now. I seen it.
Jesus, that's crazy.
Y'all know how I'm the quarterback guru on this podcast.
No. You saw it with Danny Dimes too, huh? Where he at?
Listen,
you're really not. Listen,
I told y'all I'm 7 out of 10, FIFO. Most of y'all 4 out of 10. I'm 7 out of 10.
I'm probably 8, 9 out of 10.
What quarterback you endorse, Lou? Early. I'm saying early. Nobody. You don't be saying, you just got nothing but hate. You don't be saying no praise to nobody.
He only say what he don't like.
Exactly. I was the one early. I was early on Jaden Daniels. I was early on who else was there?
I said Daniels was gonna be good too.
I was early on saying Caleb Williams ain't gonna be shit coming into the league. FIFO's still waiting.
Bo Nix. I call Bo Nix.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Bo Nix ain't gonna do shit. Bo Nix is the new age Brock Purdy.
No, he's not.
Nah. Yes, he is.
No, he's not. He's way better than Brock Purdy, bro.
No.
Chill out.
Way better. 7 points in the playoffs.
He's a rookie.
Oh, so now he's just a rookie. We seen a rookie in Jaden Daniels. We see what
we understand. That. No, 100%. But he's cream of the crop. Like, I'm not saying that Bo Nix is cream of the crop, but Bo Nix is better than Jackson Dart.
Yeah, by probably a lot too.
By a lot.
We're gonna see. This season we gonna see. Hey, Lou, we ain't doing predictions yet, but I'm trying to tell you, the hot takes is sizzling already, Shelton. I got the oven on.
Well, you got Jackson Dart. You got Jackson Dart on your top 10 QB list. We kicking you off his
No, I ain't gonna know that for.
Nick,
Giants predictions may be nuts right now.
Yeah, how's Desmond Ritter doing? That was one of your predictions.
That's been good. He backing up.
That's been good.
I said
Desmond Ritter.
I said Desmond's good. He's backing up Joey B, learning from the master, and he may go to LA and do some shit with Sean McVay. So we're gonna get to that conversation. So
that's interesting.
All right, well, there you have it. Nick is in love. Moving on. Let's get into it, man. I know you guys want to hear about it, so it's time to talk about it. The first full week of the new NFL season is officially in the books, with preseason games living up to the hype and excitement for the 2025-26 season. The biggest game of the preseason was the Cleveland Browns versus the Carolina Panthers and Shedeur Sanders' debut as an NFL QB. What are your thoughts on his performance, and will Sanders be the week 1 starter for the Browns against Cincinnati?
I think Shedeur. Okay, so watching Shedeur, it made me double down on how I feel when you evaluate young players come in from college into the pros. What is it that they did that separated them in college, and how good can they do it in the pros? Right, everything that we knew about Shedeur in Colorado, we saw that preseason game. Right, calm under pressure. I think he moved better than what we've seen in Colorado because he took hella sacks, but he definitely moved the pocket. He manipulated the defenders, right? Like he slid to the right, let the running back pick up that free DB. He was accurate. You know what I'm saying? The one thing I didn't like at the pro level that I didn't necessarily see it being so, at least it's blaring from me, is his throwing motion feels a little elongated. You know, it takes a little long to get the ball out. But he throws a pretty ball, and he's very accurate. You know what I'm saying? So that's all of the things that we talked about with him at Colorado. It's just transferring now to the NFL. Now, do I think he's going to be a world beater? I don't know, because he's limited physically. So he has to be, if he's going to be a good to great starting QB in the league, it has to be mental. It has to be shoulders up. It's not gonna beat you with your legs like Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen or something like that. He's not gonna throw 85-yard bombs. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have that. But can he beat you? Can you win with Shedeur? I believe so. And I think that's what you saw. He just he needs more time, more seasoning to grow. But what we saw is that he belongs. We saw that he doesn't look like a 5th-round pick. That's what we saw. Where you want to put him in the hierarchy of young quarterback in the league now, that's up for debate. I just know he don't look like a 5th-round pick. All I know is that from what I've seen in training camp, him versus Dylan Gabriel, he's been looked like this. You know what I'm saying? And for people talking about this, that, and the third, he didn't have number ones on his squad, but he went against the number one defense. And I understand this preseason is Manila. They're not throwing nothing exotic out there. Everything's very base. But at the end of the day, he showed you why he should have been a first-round pick. He's cool, calm, collected, throws a good ball. He's aware. His awareness is high for a rookie. So I like what I saw. Is he going to be week one starter? No. I've been said Joe Flacco. That's the reason why they brought Joe Flacco back. He's gonna be the week one starter. But like Nick said with Jackson Dart, 4, 5, 6, 7 around that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to make a move because this team is not going to be good. Joe Flacco, we know what he is. He's pedestrian at best. And you need to know what you got with Shedeur with 2 first-round picks in next year's draft. Do we need to go get a quarterback or do we got a guy and now we need to get him weapons and protection? That's what they need to figure out.
This performance, what I saw in the performance was definitely good. He played well that we know of, but even more so than his performance, what I take from watching Shedeur is his interaction with his teammates. That tells you a lot about what he brings to the table for this team. You could tell they like him. They talk to him like he's one of them. They speak of him highly all the time. You see him and Myles Garrett like together all the time. You see Njoku talking to him and they got the other teammates too. And I'm not saying they don't talk to him. I'm just saying you see a special relationship between him and the others. He made a couple impressive throws. I'm talking about some veteran throws in that game. Yeah, of course he got stuff to work on. Of course it was preseason, but we saw him do some things and make some things happen with his arm that, quite frankly, some people might have questioned. So I give him a lot of props on that. And his preparation was there. You could see that he put the time and effort into it. And you could see that he has improved and grown in the time of him graduating college and to this point. But we know what he is. But, for Cleveland, the thing that they need to look at more than anything else is the numbers that he brought to the table. That preseason game had the number one program on cable and broadcast TV. That's huge. So who else watching the Cleveland Brown preseason game at any point? You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it from a business standpoint, it makes all the sense in the world to keep him around. I think he will get some starts this year, but I like FIFO said, I think Flacco is going to start the season.
I don't think he's going to start week one. To answer the question, no. I think that's going to be Kenny Pickett. I think they're trying to pump him up, and the Browns think that that's their quarterback. But that goes to a couple of Shelton's points. This is a shitty organization. A better organization, if he played somewhere else, Shedeur Sanders, that is, he would be starting week one. They would have cultivated his talent. They would be focusing on him, and he would be out there week one because he's proven through his college tape, through his offseason workout, and even his first preseason game that he can play NFL quarterback. Now, I don't know if he's Jared Goff or if he's something like my most comparable quarterback that I see is Jared Goff, who's been in great situations, but he just happened to have blonde hair and blue eyes. So they gave him more benefit of the doubt. Shedeur Sanders don't have that. And he got a lot of ego that come with him. So people ain't willing to give him a chance. The Browns are not invested in him at all. They're a shitty organization. They're going to give Pickett a chance first. They're going to give Flacco a chance after Pickett sucks. And then they're going to give Shedeur a chance because they want to save Dylan Gabriel and put him in at the end of the season when he's had more time to develop. Shedeur is in a terrible opportunity, and it's going to affect his career. I hope he gets to go somewhere that isn't as a shitty organization as the Browns. It may be like Baker Mayfield, like Jared Goff. We will get to see him flourish into a quarterback that can start and win games in the NFL, but it's not going to happen in Cleveland ever because they don't believe it.
You want to go, Ken, or you want me
to? Let me answer that question real quick. So y'all know preseason definitely matters. I don't know if you pay attention to football, but there's several players who make a name for themselves in the preseason. Zach Bond made a name for himself in the preseason, which means they moved on from Devin White because of preseason. Preseason definitely matters. They're paying attention to all that. Every one of those games are going back and they study tape, they watch film, but it does matter.
It definitely matters for a player like Shedeur as well.
Yeah, absolutely. All that matters.
Who doesn't have the support of the coaching staff or ownership. It matters because it shows he's going out there and battling through the bullshit situation that he's put in. Absolutely matters.
I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
Nah, I think first and foremost, I think we've all said this to a certain degree that Shedeur is not a trash, shitty quarterback. Now, after that is where we all differ as far as like what level of talent are we dealing with him. I think what we saw in the preseason game, I'm only taking with a grain of salt because, like y'all said, I mean, one, they played Carolina, so they played literally one of the worst teams in the NFL. So their ones is somebody's twos. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's that. But what Shedeur did show, like people said, pocket presence. He wasn't really scared. The moment wasn't too big. I mean, he's been playing under bright lights. You could argue since damn near high school because of the dad, but he did show that. I mean, he's not a ready-made. He's still got a lot of things to do. But I think that what the most important thing for him is not even worrying about starting or being on the Browns, period. This is a showcase for the NFL. Like, again, I think some people said in the chat, like, I see him going to LA with the Rams. Like, I think we'll get to the conversation, but Sean McVay is in a sticky situation with his quarterback room. So I think Shedeur is like, if it don't work out here and he gets cut, because most fifth-round picks sometimes don't even make the team, even if they did get drafted. So I'm more so looking forward to seeing how long he can last in the NFL after these reps and these tryouts. I don't know if you're asking me personally, should he start for the Browns eventually? But like I said in the chat to y'all earlier this week, he's the cream of the crap when it comes to their QB room. There's nothing good about that QB room where you would say Shedeur shouldn't start over this guy. Like, he should be a bona fide starter. But as you heard from the owner and other people, like, they don't really fuck with him. As much as Sheldon, you talking about Myles Garrett and Njoku, they ain't writing checks. They cashing them.
That's true.
So they have no sway in the room at all. So to me, I think a lot of us are overhyping this preseason game, but at the end of the day, he's making the most of his opportunities, and that's all you can ask.
Was anyone surprised by the performance?
Nope. I was
not really. No.
Then what's the big deal?
I'm
with Nick. I think I'm with Nick. It's getting a lot of hype. Did anybody believe he really was a 5th round pick? We all, I think, suspected that he should have been drafted before then, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, yeah, I don't get it. It's a preseason game. I thought it was funny when Nick had Jackson Dart, on his list, and everybody laughed. They laughed at the performance of Jackson Dart, but yet we're praising what Shedeur did. It's the same fucking thing. We're overhyping both, or we're getting caught up in the excitement of both. Same thing with Tanner McKee and everybody else. I think for what he did, it didn't surprise me. People asked me when we last week, he said, how do you think Shedeur is going to do? I said, I think he's going to do fine. I think he's going to do good. He did what I expected him to do, especially against that level of talent. I think for him is what happens, with the rest of the quarterbacks on that roster, and how does he get out of the situation that he's in? But if Shedeur can't play well against backups, then he shouldn't even be in the game. He shouldn't even be in the league, and that'll take care of itself. I think to your point, Shelton, about the roster, the players. I put that in the chat a while back, and I thought it was really interesting how all of the players, like specifically the black players, really mess with Shedeur. Is that because Shedeur is a good leader? Is that because, he's probably a really likable guy, but also you got to keep in mind, a lot of people have been following this guy for a whole year. People were going to Colorado. They're going to naturally like him because of fucking Deion Sanders. And he probably has Deion Sanders' career. And they probably really, really want him to win. And I think that's what you see a lot of. It's like black people, black community really want him to win because they think in some kind of way, a rich black kid that grew up with everything is sticking it to the man, So
the man acted like he was sticking it to him, though. Like they the ones that collectively passed on him into the 5th round. Like you're right about the rich suburban black kid with rich dad. I get the Huxtable lifestyle in the sense of, it's not, I mean, it wasn't a struggle really. He's been groomed to be a quarterback in the NFL since day one, but we still seen, even with that background, them treat him like, nah, you still a nigga. And that's where people are collectively rallying around him. Like, that's where you get that love for him. It goes to what you said, Ken. It's a story. It's great. People have been following him for the last 2 years. All the rappers went to Colorado. But still, the NFL tried to treat him like, oh, you just a nigga.
But they do that to every black QB.
Do they?
There's a little difference. In the reason why I say that is because I think they were trying to stick it to his dad. And I do feel like a lot of those reports that were put out early turns out, well, they don't turn out because we still don't really know. But a lot of people rebutted all that stuff that was said early that people took as fact. And it was when they were saying like how he went to those interviews and all that kind of stuff like that, the way he performed in interviews and the way he showed up. Even you saw it recently. You saw it this week when they said, oh, he showed up with an entourage. It was his teammates. The report was he had an entourage. And he was playing his music when he went into the stadium, and it was his teammates that he was with.
He has a reputation. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say he has a reputation that leads into that too, because even, I don't know if you've seen the other report when they were talking about him, quote, confronting that local Cleveland reporter who always talking bad about him. And he wasn't even, it wasn't a confrontation. Right. All he said to him was like, what I got to do, bro? Like, you always burying me, saying that I'm this, that, and the third.
Right.
He went up to him very friendly, very
looking
open
for Whitey's
with
approval,
a lot of
huh?
person. Nah, he wasn't looking for Whitey's approval, Ken. All he was saying was like, bro, dang, what do I got to do for you to be like, oh, okay, yeah, he is good? Because all you do is shit on me. He didn't approach him aggressively at all. But then the headline said, Shedeur Sanders confronts reporter about his reporting of him. And that ain't what happened.
No, you know what else is funny?
It was a confrontation, Lou.
What else is funny? But you're right.
By definition, he confronted him about.
Come on, bro. When you say, okay, y'all are doing the same thing that the reporters are doing. You right. They using that word because technically it's right, but that's not a confrontation. When you or me
we laughing at that no
or
confrontation.
Shelton hear confrontation, you thinking throwing hands.
No,
like,
it's not.
You thinking aggressive.
That's different. And I'll be stupid on his part if he did that. My thing is this is like,
but that's how it was reported.
Bro, beat reporter, we've talked about beat reporters are not for the weak-hearted. Like, beat reporters talk shit about their team. This ain't the national media where everybody, tries to be respectful to a certain degree. Like, if you follow beat reporters, if you read The Athletic, or if you follow just local sports, especially in certain sports towns like Cleveland, they talk. Look what they did to LeBron.
But Nick, the difference in this is his own co-hosts have called him out on. If you look up, I can't remember his name, Rizzo, I think it is. But if you look him up, his own co-hosts have been done with him on his Shedeur report, and he been hating on Shedeur so bad. And I'm not defending Shedeur on that. I'm not. It's been bad, Nick. It's been bad.
I'm not excusing it, but I'm not surprised.
That's what it's been bad.
I don't look for love from beat reporters. And if you're not winning, beat reporters getting your ass.
Nick, you, myself, Ken, FIFO, Sheldon, we all across multiple platforms, and we say a lot of crazy things. If we came back collectively behind the scenes, we're like, man, I had a confrontation the other night. You wouldn't think that it was what Shedeur had with that dude. Yeah. When we say confrontation, you think, somebody came up to you talking crazy. He wasn't talking crazy to him. That's not a confrontation.
Nah. And they were laughing. They were laughing. They told a joke to each other. He just was saying, "Come on, man." Like,
what I gotta do? What like dang?
It was more conversation.
If someone came up to Nick real quick, if someone came up to Nick outside because they heard some. If someone came up to Nick outside because they heard some crazy he said on the podcast like that, Nick wouldn't consider that a confrontation.
It depends. It depends on who confronted me. If it's a football player, hey, look.
That's a confrontation.
Hey,
Nick gonna call the police.
It ain't who it is. It's the tone of the conversation, not who it is. Like he came up to you friendly.
But
he didn't have fisticuffs ready.
But my thing is this is like at this point, he's in the NFL, right? He's one of the chosen few who are privileged to play at this level on this league. That's anybody who plays in the NFL. It's a privilege. All he has to do is ball out. if he continues to ball out, no matter what people are saying, he's going to get a job. Because we've seen players who've done a lot of worse shit personally, from their personality to off the field, that if they can still ball, there's a roster spot. So my thing on him is he just got to continue to play well for the Cleveland standard, and he'll be all right.
Yeah, but y'all are right about the preseason. Preseason, the difference in preseason and regular season is you're not scheming for a particular offense. You're running your plays to see what it looks like on the field and how it translates. So, and the players will tell you that that's what preseason is based on. So they're not scheming to stop Shedeur. That ain't the plan. The plan is, let me see what happens when you're set in this position. Sometimes things are going to go wrong. Let's see your reaction.
Yeah,
and at the same time, I don't know if everybody thought he'd be successful. You saw him, if you've been paying attention to their training camp, you saw him working with the fours. Sometimes they would have him throwing routes to trainers and coaches and people like that, as opposed to his teammates.
Who cares?
So,
why do we like? I don't care about that.
The reason why was
that's not that, bro.
But the reason
he's
why
getting an opportunity. That's all we asked of him.
He is, Nick, but the reason why it matters, and that's why what I'm saying, the only reason I'm saying it is because a lot of people said he wasn't set up to fail. That kind of is, because timing is everything. If I'm gonna be out there playing with you, we got to get some work in together. These guys take that serious. So timing is everything.
I get that, but if the one thing he showed in that preseason game is that he's accurate. Yeah, that one of the touchdowns he had when he threw it in between two defenders, like that's something that not a lot of QBs I would say coming out of college can make. Right. So he's showing and tell. But like, listen, if he had as much supporters as people thought I thought he was gonna get drafted by the Raiders because him and Tom Brady supposed to be buddy. Once they passed on him 5 times over, I knew that all that shit was bullshit, and people are just looking at him based off of the fact of, is he talented enough in my eyes to draft to help my team move forward to win championships.
You're still talking about talent, Nick. If you believe that's about talent, then I told you.
I'm saying, Shelton, we're going off of talent. You're going off the full bundle package of who he is as a quarterback. I'm just going off of the ceiling versus the floor. He has a high floor. I don't know how high that ceiling is. I keep on saying he's Geno Smith, and you keep on telling me that's an insult. I'm like, well, first of all, what the fuck did he do in college that was better than Geno Smith? And second of all, Geno Smith has made a
whole bunch of records.
So if he's Geno, then what's Jackson Dart?
He's made a huge turnaround. Geno Smith, that is a huge turnaround for his career to where he's living up to the second round pick that he was. So my thing is with Shedeur is that, again, as long as he continues to play well and be as accurate as he can be, he will be fine. Regardless if he's with the 3s, the 4s, the 5s, whatever it is, he will be fine because teams will look at that like the Rams, who are in a desperate QB situation, and say, if Cleveland don't want him, I'll take him.
Hey, Nick. Hold on, Sheldon. Hey, Nick, if Joey B was throwing to the 3s because everybody else was hurt and he ain't look as good with him, like, would like, and he didn't win. He's Joey B. He's Joey B. So, and he doesn't win. Does it matter that he's throwing to the 2s and the 3s?
And I would say, Doc, if I had wheels attached to my feet, does that
you ain't answer my question? No.
Does that make me a bust?
You didn't answer my question. No, you did not answer my question because it does matter. My point to you is it does matter. Like,
no, it doesn't, because the comparison is illogical because you're talking about literally the first overall pick versus a 5th round pick. I'm saying any quarterback between what the fuck we talking about as far as
any quarterback. We talk about Patrick Mahomes throwing to these wide receivers who aren't good enough. Like, so imagine he can't illustrate how great he is if he doesn't have the talent to go with it. Like, it does matter. If I'm playing with the 4s, and even if I am a backup, if I'm playing with the 4s, it still doesn't match my level of talent. Like, that matters. And I can't even practice with these niggas, and they're not even as good as me. That does matter, bro. Like, you can't act like I'm not saying it's the end all be all, but it matters to a certain extent. So that's why when you say who cares, it does fucking, especially as a quarterback.
You got him.
Y'all making a lot of shit. It sounds like a lot of excuses to me, and I'm just like,
ain't no excuses.
Ain't no excuses.
You and Ken doing this thing. Y'all doing this thing. Wait,
No,
y'all,
man.
Keenan.
My question is, how
acting like
well?
Not
how
no
well
cape
did he
about
play? How well did he perform throwing to the 3s, 4s, and janitors?
Fantastic. Imagine if he was.
Then what the fuck? Then what does it fucking matter?
Imagine if he was.
The reason why, like I said, the reason why I brought it up though is we talked about being prepared and preparing him to fail. If he's not being set up to be successful, then it does matter. But at the same time, if he overcomes that, that should matter too. But I don't look at Tom Brady not drafting him as nothing else but what I said it was in the beginning. I still feel the same way. It was collusion. You can't go against the program.
I swear, this guy was white and his name was Steven.
But he
would have got drafted in the first round, and we wouldn't have talked about it.
Y'all would be more critical.
He would be Eli Manning if he was white.
I'm saying
if he was
that.
white, he would be Eli Manning.
No,
you guys would be what they saying Arch Manning is.
You guys would dismiss. You guys would dismiss the records. You guys would dismiss a lot of things because you guys have historically done that because they're white. It has happened before.
He would have been what they're saying Arch Manning is.
He would be Eli Manning. Exactly. Thank you, Sheldon.
I'm not.
Eli Manning was average in college.
Arch ain't done nothing.
Average in college.
Me personally, I'm not speaking as far as saying like he's the next best thing. I think there is merit to me. He has a certain stigma because he is Deion's son. Like Deion has always been a nigga like I'm gonna do what I want, when I want, how I want. And Shedeur has that kind of charisma too, and they don't really fuck with that. It's not just a black quarter. I'm not going with the just all black quarterback thing. It's more of a let's put this nigga in check. Like it's not a black thing. Because Cam was number one, so I'm not sitting here and acting like, oh, there was like no black quarterbacks. It's specifically because he is Deion Sanders' son that people are looking at him like he feels entitled, he feels too big, and it's just confidence, bro. It really is just confidence, and they're knocking him down a peg, like because of that. Like Joey B shows confidence, but it's modest. Like it's modest to them. Like the same way, like
that's the guy.
Why are y'all talking about intangible shit when we're talking? Me and Ken are talking facts. Joey B in college he demonstrated confidence by winning a national title and breaking hella records. Probably arguably the greatest college.
But Joey B, okay.
So,
but Joey B also went to
his. You said a lot of goofy shit. You said a lot of goofy shit because you keep bringing up Joey B for some reason. There is no comp for any of these quarterbacks y'all talking about to Shedeur because he did not have a college career worth talking about. If we're keeping it honest,
and Eli Manning did.
Travis Hunter did.
Eli Manning had a career.
But Shedeur Sanders did not have a career worth talking about. No one's going to look back and say, "Hey,
Shedeur Sanders was 8th in the Heisman voting."
You know what Shedeur did in Colorado, boy? What
he was 8th in the Heisman voting.
He won about 12 games in 2 years, if that.
Bro, what school did Justin Herbert go to? Like where in the hell did Josh Allen go?
Hey, you
acting like because that point you just made about colleges and what they did in college. What did Josh Allen do in college? None of these people, like a lot of these dudes that are good in the NFL didn't do shit in college.
Wait.
Shedeur Sanders had a lot better of a career than a lot of the people who were drafted very high in college. So don't tell me his college career wasn't shit when he took a team that won 0 games and moved them up to 3 games and then moved them up to 8 games in 2 years of being.
Spike, hold on, Spike. Wait, forget about the wins. Shedeur won the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award. He also was named Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year and earned first team All Big 12 honors, and won the Jerry Rice Award and the Deacon Jones Trophy during his time at Jackson State. So what is you talking about? He didn't have a good college career when he won multiple awards and was all conference first team. So that's just average. So everybody just get that.
But even with that, FIFO, like you could, I just hate the way that it's being shaped. Like because you could say Patrick Mahomes is playing at Texas Tech, bro, and we still didn't really. He was not on a lot of people's radar. Like so that comparison, I'm saying how he was treated. Like it's just being honest.
So this is what I'm saying.
Is this confidence broken though? Did they break him?
No, my thing is this.
It didn't work.
Y'all keep bringing up these names. I'm trying to just focus on Shedeur. If y'all keep on bringing up these names, people are going to compare him to those players.
That's not true.
I'm not trying to do that because I want to judge Shedeur based off what Shedeur does. I don't want to have him in the shadow of what we think he should be or whatever. I thought we already moved past the draft and all that stuff. Once you in the league, you in the league. No matter which draft pick you get. Russell Wilson was a 3rd round pick. Dak Prescott was a 4th round pick. Eventually, if you that talented, you will be a starter. So that's where we're on right now. So I don't give a fuck about what's going on.
The point
I don't give a fuck about what's going on right now. He is getting the opportunity to play meaningful football minutes because he got to play more than he got.
So Nick, based off what you're saying, why don't you think he's going to be there, Cleveland then?
Because I think Cleveland Browns is a shit show. I think the Browns organization is trash.
If he went to a better
organization,
my
point though, Lou, is if Nick's saying it's about football and they can see, they seen it. Why wouldn't they keep him? You know, it's about
organizations can't help but be shitty.
Yeah,
but they gave Deshaun Watson.
Shelton, look what they did.
They gave. That's the worst ran franchise in the league. The Browns are the worst.
But you know,
this is the worst possible situation. Yeah, it is exactly. This is the worst possible situation that he could be in. Because to Doc's point earlier, you have a quarterback on your roster that is clearly better than every other quarterback on the roster, but you got him throwing to the ball boy. It doesn't make sense.
Honestly,
you have the owner. You have the owner coming out. You have the owner coming out and being like, "Oh, I didn't draft him. I don't know, like why he here." Like this is a shit show in Cleveland. And even though Nick, you say all you got to do is go out and play football and be good, that's not true because it's Cleveland.
No, I'm saying he's showcasing his talents for other teams. I don't think if I'm Shedeur, don't worry about Cleveland. Do your best because another team will pick you up.
Yeah, if he gets cut, somebody will get him.
Somebody's gonna pick him up.
True.
So we're discussing whether Shedeur is like worthy of this selection.
I don't know what
they making excuses.
I'll tell you, Q. Nick and Ken are trying to act like Shedeur Sanders is given a fair chance because he's in the NFL. Nigga, you lucky you here. And now we're praising him, even though through all the stuff that they putting him through, 5th round pick, whatever it may be, they saying, "I'll just go out and play football." When he's not being given a fair chance, and he's still balling. He still went out and did what he did in the preseason game, throwing to the 4th stringers and the trainers in practice.
He said ball.
And they're saying that don't matter.
Balling is
I think that Shedeur showcased him. Shedeur was showcased at Colorado for 2 seasons as being a good quarterback. I don't think that he's bad. I don't think that he's amazing. I think that he deserves a chance. The issue comes down to 2 takes for me is that, number one, I don't care really about preseason that much to put that much stock into it. And I also recognize that the Cleveland Browns are a terrible ran organization. So it's hard for me to, even if Shedeur comes out and looks like Tom Brady, it's hard for me to take that into account because you know that other teams don't take Cleveland seriously, and you know that Cleveland don't take themselves seriously. So he could come out and play bad. I would feel the exact same way. It's just one of those things where this is kind of a wash situation, and all that I think Nick and Ken are saying is that you got to come out and put the best tape up because, to Nick's point, your situation is not going to be in Cleveland. You have to – he's on a Baker Mayfield path where you got to go to get some QB training from Sean McVay for a couple games at the end of the season after you get cut from this team inevitably because we all know this is where this is heading. I hope not. But once you get those games in with the QB guru, somebody will pick you up next season. Hopefully it's a Tampa situation for you. And I feel like that's what you want if you're Shedeur Sanders because the Browns don't do right by quarterbacks. And the stench of Dion, he needs to get that as far away from him as possible. He needs to separate himself, and his team hopefully is listening to people that are giving him the advice of your branding should not be about being a Sanders boy. You should be Shedeur. Like we should be talking about Shedeur the same way that Jalen Brunson has completely removed himself from Rick Brunson's legacy. It's now Jalen. Jalen's that guy. So the same has to be done for him. But this destination is not going to end with him in Cleveland, God willing, because if it does, it'd be another body on the QB list for Cleveland.
And you know what? That's a good point, Q. And I'm glad you said that because it doesn't need to be repeated that Cleveland is terrible. And if he stays in Cleveland and he plays terrible, it's going to be a referendum on Shedeur. We've seen quarterbacks play terrible when teams don't build around them, and they get the blame for them. So if anything, you guys will really want Shedeur to go to an organization that will give him what he needs to support him so he can perform and utilize the talents that everybody believes that he has. But if he stays in Cleveland and they play like shit and he plays like shit, it's going to really amplify a lot of the things that have been said about him.
But I think the same thing that y'all are saying can be used for him can be used against him. And that's kind of like the point. Like if like the same teams who overlooked, like who didn't want him, like, and I'm not saying they didn't have reasons for not, but I think if your idea is like, I don't want Shedeur because of everything that comes with Shedeur and because of Deion Sanders, like him playing great isn't going, like him playing decent isn't going to change it. If you're like, well, he was playing like he's coming from the Brown system, I can't trust it. Like we make it seem like Baker didn't bounce around first before he ended up somewhere, and he just finally ended up in a system that Tom Brady cultivated before he got there. Like I mean, people always talk about when you get drafted. It's not about when you get drafted; it's where you get drafted. So this could backpedal, like send him back steps as well as like, yeah. So it's not a guarantee that, oh, this is like he'll get cut and that won't impact him. Like you don't know, but they're not even giving him enough tools right now to even see like, oh, let him be competitive. Like that's what we're saying. I don't feel like he's getting all the like he's getting a fair shot of being competitive.
It's like, it's a very fine line because what the territory you're leaning into, which is something that we have to get out of the binaric understanding of a QB has a lot of talent, so he's not good, and a QB has no talent, so what is he supposed to do? We have to get out of those binaries, and we have to look at it as, does Shedeur have the base skills to be a good quarterback? And what you've seen, where most of what you see in the middle of the pack, in terms of when you have okay receivers to great receivers, what is the median play that you see? And I think that when you have a Travis Hunter that we all, for all intents and purposes, we all believe to be could potentially generational on one side of the ball, we don't know, but he was able to get those awards that people was talking about. So the median is that he's at least a remarkable enough player to give him awards. And yes, that could be some branding, and that could be the Sanders name as well, and some PR and shit. But that doesn't matter to me, because when I look at the tape, and when you look at what people like Tom Brady and what actual quarterbacks say, they said that he has the base skills to do what he's doing. And my issue is that if we're gonna keep him in Cleveland and we tell him that, yo, you have all these weapons and whatnot around you, and we're telling Cleveland to staff the skills positions with a bunch of guys, all they're going to do is use that against him the same way that they're using it against certain quarterbacks that wear green, and be like, it's not really what you're doing, it's just what the team has done for you. So really, all Shedeur has to do in this situation, if I'm his team, I'm telling him, all you need to do is make certain guys better. You have to make certain people better, and you have to have the skills positions that are notable, like the Njokus of the world and whoever else the wide receiver talent is, the marquee guys. You have to keep them on track for their numbers last year or better, because there's going to be a front office that looks at that and says, I'll take him in my quarterback room.
But he's not even. But Q, he's not even playing with them. That's the point that we're saying. Like, he's not even playing with them to keep them on, to even see if he's on that level with them. He's playing with the 3s and the 4s. So like, you're asking him to do something that they won't even allow him to do, especially when Flacco isn't playing and the two in front of him on the depth chart are hurt. Like, even after this game, he's still number 4 on the depth chart. Like, I get it. A part of me is like, well, bro, these two are hurt. Like, why is he still? They didn't even show anything. Like, and the reports out of training camp is that Gabriel he's lost confidence. So if training camp telling me one thing, he hasn't even played in the game, and I just seen Shedeur, why is he still number 4? Like, that logic doesn't line up to me. Now, maybe it's something I don't know, but everything that's been given to me is like, well, none of this is making sense.
Well, I think that they're giving it to Flacco because he had major success with that team and taking them to the playoffs.
Flacco, though. They won.
I'm not talking about Flacco. I'm just saying being number 2. He's not even number 2. He's number 4.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett, they won. They going into the season with Kenny Pickett starting.
I mean, but the thing is, though, is that all right, Pickett is to me not a defensible pick unless you're looking at some Eagles tape from the last 3 games that he played. But it's like you ain't got no AJ Browns or Devontae Smiths out there. The issue is for me is that I can make a case that he could be 3. Like 3 is not insane. He could be 1, but if you're an old racist white dude that's running the Cleveland Browns and you're telling me that I'm gonna put him over my draft pick that I really wanted, and then Flacco, I'm not dignifying that conversation. Flacco,
and then that goes to the point.
That's our point.
I understand.
That's the point.
I get that.
That's the whole point.
I get that.
Yeah. And it can be it like I said, it can honestly.
You had to say nothing, Sheldon. It was a mic drop.
Yeah,
we done.
That was it.
That mic drop.
Oh, I didn't even hear what he said, but it's fun.
That was a mic drop.
What was it? I don't even know if I want to go back and hear what he said because it don't matter because I probably would disagree anyway.
Yeah.
But nevertheless,
let's talk about some starters, Ken.
Right.
People got a roster spot. Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to cut you off, Sheldon. I was just saying.
No, that's fine.
He did. Look. Hey, Sheldon, you almost had to have a confrontation with
Yeah.
No, I wasn't meaning it in that way against him. I was meaning it against you and King.
I get it.
I
get it.
No, I'm trying to move the show on. I still think as much ado about nothing, but whatever. It's not like he's still gonna be legendary if he gets cut and never play a game in the NFL, pointing at his watch.
Ken had to do it. He couldn't let it go.
Time it is for real.
He couldn't let it go. He couldn't let it go. He had to get it in. He couldn't move on. I'm trying to move the show along, but let me continue this shit on him.
Shout out to 12 Kyle. He in the podcast working overtime, kid. You know what I'm saying? Not just as
I know, right?
Host, but as a bail bondsman for
Oh man, what up, 12 Kyle, man? Y'all make sure y'all check him out. Check out the podcast, 12 Kyle podcast. All right, man. We're gonna that segment. Every time, man, we talk about Shedeur, man. It gets extended. We go a couple of rounds, Nick. We go about 5 rounds when it comes to talking about Shedeur. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it takes so long to get through a Shedeur segment. But let's talk about our top picks, man. But you know what? Let me run a break. Let's reset the show. We're gonna run a break and we'll get into our top 5 picks, linebackers and safety. So we're gonna run this real quick and we'll be right back after this.
If you're looking for real conversations and motivations to be your best, then you have to check out Another Week in the Books. Another Week in the Books with Spike, Lou, and Rich is your go-to podcast for growth and community. Plenty of dope conversations take place week to week as they inspire each other to be better through conversations. Another Week in the Books, wherever you get your podcast.
All right. It is time, as we do every year, to go through our top picks at each position of the year. This week we are doing linebackers and cornerbacks. Real quick, Nick, can you check your mic input? Did you get my message?
I did. Is it coming in loud?
No, I didn't. It didn't say. It sounded like we were in the room.
Yeah.
Nick Mike headphone running through his do-rag.
Hey, wouldn't that be crazy if you could just have a do-rag that's like attached to headphones?
Got a mic.
Is it good now?
Yeah, that's better.
Heavy is the head. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny as hell.
All right, man. Let's get into it, man. We're gonna start with number 5.
That's hate. That's hate, and you know who I'm talking about with your weird ass, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Don't even pay no attention, Q.
I'm surprised he on the list.
Hey, Q, he missed the playoff. He ain't watched.
I didn't want to. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't want to.
Crazy.
I didn't want to. I wanted to do it lower than that, but I couldn't be that much of a.
He done watching football in October.
So we got Greenlaw, Zach Bond, Logan Wilson, Tremont Edmonds, Nick Bolton, and Frankie Louvi.
Dang, none of us got the same.
Hey, Shelton, you have Nick Bolton at number 5.
I do.
That's
I like
crazy,
Nick Bolton. Don't get me wrong. It's just I like mine better.
All right. Okay. All right.
You about to have Zach Bond number 1.
Go to 4.
you know
4.
He is.
We got Levante David. So I have Levante David. Spike has Bobby Wagner, and Nick has Nick Bolton, FIFO Zach Bond, Shelton Roquan Smith, and Q Dre Greenlaw.
Roquan Smith at 4.
Nick, you had Nick Bolton one pick before me.
Yeah, but he's not a bottom 5. He's not number 5. I mean,
you got him at 4.
Yeah, but
is Bond at 4? Is Bond at 4 still hating?
Nah,
to me it is.
Hey.
To me it is. Yeah.
I was just pointing that out because you got Eagles fans are biased.
Roquan Smith at 4 is nuts.
Nah, bro.
Okay.
That's 3 better linebackers.
Number 3. I have Ken has Nick Bolton, that's me. Spike has Dre Greenlaw, Nick, Zach Bond, FIFO, Nick Bolton, Shelton, Frankie Louvi, and Q Fred Warner.
Sheldon, I couldn't go that high just off of the one season, but off of the one season, I felt like it was a top 5 performance. I just can't give him top 3 off.
The only reason I did that, Q, is I think that this year he gon' be like that guy. I like what Frankie Louvu does. I hope not, but I'm just being honest. He balled out when he was at Carolina, so I just think Frankie Louvu is one of those up and coming guys. That's why. Say what now?
I said he's versatile as hell, you know.
Yeah, he is, man. That's why I had to bump him up a little bit. That's why I bumped him over Roquan. I just think he's gonna have a better year.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Yes, that's nuts.
Yeah. Number 2. So there's a lot of Raekwons. There's a lot. So me, Spike, Nick, FIFO, and Q all have Roquan Smith, and Shelton has Zach Bond as number 2.
Shelton,
that's not an objective pick, bro.
Yeah, let me ask you a question, Shelton. Do you think by the end of this,
you got him at 1?
Zach Bond.
Go ahead. Do you think by the end of this season with Zach Bond, he will have a better season than Roquan Smith?
No.
Yeah, he did this past year.
But it's the same conversation that we had.
Are you doubling down again? Like he's going to have a better year this year than Roquan Smith?
I think so. Yeah, he did.
This
he did this last year too. Did he not have
just like Miles Sanders, bro? It's the same thing.
Did Bond not have a better season than Roquan Smith last year? Answer the question, yes or no.
No, he didn't.
No. Oh my God!
Interesting.
He did not.
Oh my God!
Bro, look! It's right there on the screen. No, he didn't.
Cool.
He didn't.
Dude, how many games? Bond won?
How many people got Zach Bond other than you? That's an Eagles fan. It's biased. Roquan Smith is the second best linebacker in the league.
Let's talk about this once we get to number 1.
Yeah, number 1.
Because I'm standing with you.
God.
I'm standing with you 1,000%.
Everybody has Fred Warner except
this is why I don't like Eagles
who has Zach Bond. So I have Fred, Nick has Fred, FIFO has Fred, Spike has Fred, and Shelton has Fred, and Q is out of here. He got Zach Bond at number 1. Best linebacker in the league.
Beyonce Bond put a ring on it.
Q Shelton, let me ask you one question. Right now, obviously both healthy. If the Eagles traded Zach Bond for Fred Warner, would you be happy or upset?
Lateral move.
It is. Jesus. What Zach Bond brought to the table last year was incredible.
This is the problem with Eagles fans, bro.
This is nuts.
This is what y'all do. This is why people hate Eagles fans. This right here.
Do we play for rings or do we play for
linebackers? The top 2 linebackers in the league are Warner and Smith. That's it.
I'm looking at
this season.
Look at Roquan Smith's 2024 versus Zach Bond and get back to me.
Why?
So you can see the difference because it ain't close.
No, I'm saying this, Shelton. He had a great season, one-off season.
Yes,
right. because he was a free agent.
Who's a better linebacker, Sheldon? Right
I'm
now today.
shocked. I'm
Zach
shocked
Bond.
that you're saying that Zach Bond will have a better season this season after what he did last year than Roquan Smith. Roquan Smith has been consistent.
Roquan Smith had a down year this past year compared to most of his
and was
years.
still
So
the
what makes y'all think he's
linebacker
going to
in the
be?
league.
No, he
On a
wasn't.
down year.
When they
Yes,
played their teams played head to head. Who played better in that game? It's been Zach Bond.
Okay, real
That
quick.
game came down to the wire, though. Don't do that, Sheldon.
Real quick.
5 forced fumbles to 1.
Real quick, just with
Zach
one
Bond forced
word.
5 fumbles?
With one word, can y'all answer for so everyone understands? For all your lists that we've done, are y'all going off of rep or are y'all going off of past season? I'm going off past season.
Yeah, me too.
I was going off past season.
Not rep.
I go off a combination of what you did last season and what you're projected to do this up next season.
Okay, that's cool. So
all right, well that's cool. That's still the same thing, bro.
Last season, Spike, you going off
last
rep?
Last season and what I expect next year.
Okay, so Ken, were you going off of rep or last season? It's all respect.
It's the combination of both.
Okay, cool. Well, off of last season, only one of these motherfuckers got a ring, and that's all. I mean, do we play for rings or do we play
just
for
just because you have a ring doesn't make you the best player at the position.
Only one of them niggas picked off Patrick Mahomes.
He affected wins and losses.
For somebody that's against ring culture, he's using ring culture to justify his pick.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. When it comes to the NBA, you don't be sounding like this.
I don't.
You don't be sounding like this when it comes to the NBA. That's different.
I don't. The reason why I'm doing this now is because are we doing this off of last season? Because last season only one person wins, and only one of these niggas got a pick on Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. So what are we doing?
But that doesn't mean
one of them has a pick.
That doesn't mean that you're the best at the position just because you have a pick in a ring.
So FIFO, does better stats matter?
Does
better stats matter? Because he got better stats in every category. More tackles.
No, wait, hold on. It's what you mean to your defense at the linebacker position. Oftentimes, wait, hold on. Let me speak now, my guy. Like I've been mad quiet because I could barely breathe right now. So let me speak. At the end of the day, it has a lot to do, especially at the linebacker position, the captain of the defense and what it means to man the ship, right? Like that's the reason why I don't have an issue with Spike having old man, what's his name? Wagner. What is his first name? Bobby Wagner. Because what he meant to that defense, what Fred Warner that defense without Fred Warner is lost. That Roquan Smith, without Roquan, that defense is not the same. Nick Bolton, my top 3 guys, if those guys aren't there, that defense is lost. And again, I'm not holding the great defense around Zach Bond against them. I put him at number 4. He's top 5. He was undrafted and he went to top 5. So I respect what he has going on, but to put him at 1 or 2 is delusional and extremely biased.
So the stats don't matter.
No, that's not biased at all. I think
so the stats don't matter.
It's not just about the stats.
This sounds just like
it's not about rings. It's not about stats. So what are we talking about?
It's not about Sanders. It's not about affecting wins and losses. Wins and losses.
Did Steph Curry win the championship? Is he still not the best point guard in the league?
Wins and losses. That's it.
No,
if he affects wins and losses, doesn't that matter?
He is in some people's eyes, but I'm not going to talk nobody down off a ledge. If they say SGA, who had one of the better seasons that we've ever seen from point guard and won a ring, is the best point guard in the league right now. I'm not going to talk you down. So when you can look at the stats that are comparable, if not better, in so many different categories, if you look at the importance that Zach Bond played to that defense, he's a linchpin in the middle of the field, and his defense coordinator will attest to that. You have
so we're doing that off of 1 season.
You have I'm always going off of I'm going off of 1 season. I'm not
where we are now
in the aura. Like, bro, I'm not doing
that's what I'm saying. Shelton,
how can you justify Bobby Wagner when he didn't do shit in the NFC Championship game? Like, how did you justify
better by a mile?
He held that defense down all year.
No, he didn't. Freaking lose.
He did.
Like,
I can name about three plays just off the rip.
Like Zach Bond is the reason why we even won the first game in Green Bay when we started off to a rocky start.
Absolutely,
he's the one who showed up in the Cleveland game when we were down bad and got our defense together.
in that first game against the Commanders, he made that 4th down stop on
He's too impactful.
out of crazy stop.
Impact plays.
Y'all are
Is Tom Brady an Eagles fan? Is Tom Brady an Eagles fan for saying that he was my defensive player of the year? Like, come on, bro.
He led the league in coverage grade and PFF as well.
It's not blasphemy. I'm respecting you if you got Warner.
5 forced fumbles.
I respect you if you got Smith or Warner, but it's not blasphemy based off last season that was the best linebacker.
All that stuff a lot easier to do when you play for a super team.
What does that mean? You have to have talent.
Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, let's talk about cornerbacks.
No, real quick.
Let's talk about this cornerbacks.
Talent on the super team. Like the talent makes up the super team.
Y'all got a super team, bro.
What does that mean?
It's easy for a rookie to come in and look like
that. What does that mean?
It's easy for a person who played 1 year of football to come in and look like that. When y'all got a GM,
he was on the same.
Y'all got a GM who's arguably doing some skeptical shit up there in the front office. It's easy for somebody to come in and do that. So come back and holler at me. Come back and holler at me in 2 years and let me know what Zach Bond.
As you guys can see, those are our 5 linebackers. They're on the screen. Nick, what was you gonna say?
Shelton, better bottle that Zach Bond has a better season than Fred Warner this upcoming season.
Oh, I didn't say Fred Warner. I had Fred Warner 1. Remember?
But that's a bet though.
I can't. I ain't say you're gonna have a better season. I had him at 2.
I'm just okay. Well, then Roquan, better bottle against Roquan.
Oh yeah, we can bet that. I ain't Roquan ain't gonna have no better season.
Write that down. We're not going off of who won the Super Bowl. We're going off of stats.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going off both.
Cornerbacks.
This is what everybody came here for.
Yes.
Really?
It's not.
I think so.
Number 5.
Nobody cares about cornerbacks.
All right. So we got Christian Benford. That's my guy. Darius Stingley Jr. Spike. Nick as Christian Gonzalez. FIFO Ward. Denzel Ward. Who was that? Jalen Johnson for Shelton. Jalen Johnson. And Quinyon Mitchell for Q.
I can't argue none of those.
Christian Benford?
Yeah, I could. Ken is always liable to pull somebody out of nowhere. But I can't give. I don't know. I'll be always like hesitant to put rookies who had great seasons on lists because it's like
after Sauce Gardner.
You had Sauce. I was just about to say.
Listen, Sauce is generational talent. You know what I'm saying? Like that's wait, never see. Hey, Sheldon, you want to talk about stats? Who coming out the gate 2-time All-Pro? I mean, look at all the legends that came out the gate 2-time Pro, and there's not a lot of motherfuckers that came. If Quinyon Mitchell is 2-time, if he has the All-Pro season this year, then I can put him on the list next year. But right now, I can't. It's too early.
Yeah, Ken. I think it's blasphemy to have a nigga that's number 47 on any list. That's one of them extra jerseys.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, I don't.
Especially at cornerback, bro. Like if he was a linebacker,
47 is crazy. Yeah, 47 cornerback. He's like, oh,
extra jersey.
It's last one laying over here.
Super diehard.
Last one laying over here. You want this one?
Understand and laugh at. So,
how you had Gonzalez? How you had Gonzalez at 5?
I didn't have Gonzalez.
I had Gonzalez at 5.
At 5?
So number 4. At 4, we have I have Christian Gonzalez. Spike has Sauce Gardner. Nick has Trent McDuffie, and everybody else has Gardner, FIFO, Shelton, and Q.
He had a bad season. He had a
bad season.
He had a step back. I
went off of last season. Yeah, and I felt like he still has enough pedigree, and he still made enough of an impact to justify a top 5.
I agree,
but it wasn't top 2, top 3.
Yeah, he wasn't dominant.
It wasn't.
Yeah, he's not the Sauce Gardner that we were introduced to.
To be real, he had a similar season to Darius Slay, but that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, Q.
To be honest with you, it's a lot of help in that zone coverage that they run in the Jets scheme. Like he ain't man to man following the best receiver. He ain't doing that. He ain't
Quinyon. Like you know what I mean? He ain't Quinyon.
Yeah, not at all. Nick, you better hope your boy get it right. Glenn.
He go.
Not Terry Glenn.
They just paid him. So what are you talking about?
I do think that I do. I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm talking about the top back in the Pro Bowl.
I'm glad you brought that up, Sheldon. I do think that Terry Glenn is going to up his game.
Not Terry Glenn. What's his name?
Excuse me, Aaron.
Aaron Glenn. Sorry.
Does Trevon Diggs even play football anymore, or does he? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, number 3.
He's a rapper or something. I think he rap now.
Trent McDuffie. I have Trent McDuffie. Spike has Trent McDuffie. Nick has Derek Stingley Jr., FIFO, Trent McDuffie, Shelton with Denzel Ward, and Q with Jalen Johnson. At 3.
I can't
technique is crazy for Jalen Johnson. Technique is crazy, and he's in Chicago. Terrible team. They have a bad quarterback, so he be having to carry a lot of that shit. So,
agreed.
Yeah, but the defense got guys though in Chicago.
They do, but he's one of them guys. So
100%. 100%.
He's probably. Would you say he's the best player on that defense?
I would.
Arguably,
top 2.
I think him,
Sweat.
Jermaine, and Sweat. Those are the top 3 guys.
Corner,
they got one at every level.
Corner to me is about reps. I mean, to me, it's like you look at the reps and you're like, all right, is the technique sound? Is the impact there? And if you're not even throwing to certain people, or if you have one of the lower percentages, you have a high pass breakup, I'm looking at that more than I'm looking at like, all right, he contributed to like wins and stuff, like, because you can't really judge that. The corner can only do his job in a vacuum. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Only certain corners have been so impactful that, you know what I mean, like Prime Sherman or Prime Revis, where it's like, damn, bro, you can swing with a 6-point swing with like these guys at any moment. I just want to see you lock up, and I want to see you not get beat crazy. Like, pause. I don't want to see you like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, like McDuffie in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like McDuffie in the Super Bowl.
Not get beat like crazy is nuts. But
I go to your point. To your point, real quick, Q, and to what Nick said when we started the list. I think other than quarterback, this is the second hardest position in football.
Yeah,
like I think that needs to be recognized. Like this is if you ain't playing quarterback, the other hard ass position, like, well, I got to go out here and hold it down. It's it's these dudes. Yeah.
I would say, I think Stingley Jr. is he's gonna have to help carry him, and Will Anderson gonna have to help carry that defense, because I don't have much faith. And I don't have much faith in that offense, particularly the offensive line. No, going to the next season with Texas.
That's hating.
Shelton, Denzel Ward. I think that's a bit high. And obviously, I had him on my list, so I think he's definitely top 5. But number 3 is a little high, I think, personally.
Shelton, I see why you put him up there, but he gave up over 10 yards, on average. On his like,
did he?
But he had a lot of deflections though. Like he had a lot of deflections, but he gave up his average yards of giving up was like first down. It's like,
one of the reasons why I feel like that could be attributed to the division is because you got to look at the wide receiving talent.
Yeah,
who's playing against, bro? Like,
right.
It's only one team.
Don't do that. Don't do that. We're not gonna glaze. We're not glazing. We're not glazing.
Lamar threw for 4,000. How many yards Lamar had?
We are not glazing.
Take Cincinnati out. What receivers are you scared of between Cleveland, Pittsburgh?
Look at how many yards Lamar had though.
Last
season.
Pickens is still a guy back then. He was still a guy. Like it's a division matchup.
Like it, Nick.
It was a division matchup. You know what I'm saying? You have, of course, the Bengals talent is crazy, and Lamar, as a dual threat running QB that he is, creates opportunities for receivers that when everything breaks down, Ward got to break down with them. And it's hard to account for that when your front seven can't get home.
Fact.
So I'm not gonna knock Denzel Ward at top 3 or top 4.
Okay, but he didn't play Lamar every game of the season.
I know, but it's still 2 games. It's still 2 games.
And on top of that, we are talking about Pickens. The Steelers showed that they don't give a fuck about Pickens, Luke.
Six divisional games will make a cornerback in that division look a little less than they are. Like, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, he's top 5, but not top 3.
All right. 2. All right. I have Derek Stingley Jr.
Marlon Humphrey.
Humphreys is nuts.
That's right. Nick with Sauce Gardner.
Wait, what's not?
And then everybody else has Stingley Jr. at second, FIFO, Shelton, and Q.
Humphrey ain't even number 2 corner on his team.
Thank you. They tried to draft Wait, hold on. They tried to draft to replace him 2 straight years, bro. Marlon Humphrey has fallen off the cliff.
Yeah, he's not the same.
So those are
He's not top 5, bro.
Those
are
are
the person making
aura
plays
picks.
for that Baltimore defense other than Roquan Smith.
Those are just aura.
Kyle Hamilton. It's Roquan Smith and Kyle Hamilton.
Wiggins.
What we talk about?
Wiggins is the number one corner on that team.
Yes.
Kyle Humphrey.
Yeah.
Lou, did you watch any of those Bengals games against the Ravens? Did you see what Jamar did to Marlon Humphrey? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Marlon Humphrey?
I still got Marlon Humphrey as a dog. I still got him as a dog.
Crazy, fam.
Top 10? Top 10, I give you. Top 5? Hell no.
Humphreys is like 5. In a top 10, he's 5 spots too high, bro. He's like 7
I think if you put Stingley in Humphrey's position, he's worse.
Nate Humphrey and Jair Alexander, the top 2 corners on that team. I mean, Nate Wiggins and Jair Alexander.
Bro, you put Stingley Jr. and Humphrey's spot. Them niggas might win a fucking Super Bowl. Like that shit is like, come on now.
It's that serious, Lou.
Yes.
Lou, I'm trying to tell you this right now. I'd rather have Marlon Wayans than Marlon
and he making a football movie.
Well, number 1, everybody got Patrick Surtain.
100%. Not even close.
Yeah, this ain't
even close.
I was so.
I know.
He wanted to put Sauce so bad.
I did not want to do this. Sauce just got paid too, so he already know he gonna ball out this season. But Pat had a phenomenal season last year, so I gotta recognize real. So shout out to Pat.
Yep.
He gonna get cooked this year though.
Technique is very sound.
It's gonna be a breakout year. It's gonna be a breakout year for that team.
He's about to lock people down.
That defense is maybe like
the
in
best
conversation for the best
on
in the
paper.
league.
On paper, yes. On paper.
No, not on
Look
paper.
at what they did last year.
Like from based off last year, not on paper. That defense may be the best defense in the league.
Look, do you see the teams that they beat last year? You want to see the quarterbacks they played? They're
playing like
Surtain gonna be all right. Hey, don't worry about Surtain.
Hey, Nick don't know what defense look like, so that's why his
that's right.
That's a real point. So it's kind of hard for him to talk about it.
A good point, Doc. That's a really good point.
We cracked the case on that.
Lou, I'm with you on the Jalen Random comments. Because as a Saints fan, to say anything, offense, defense,
yes, they do have. Damn, that's a good comeback too. Good shot, Jalen, but that is a good point. Saints fans got free reign. They got free reign. Saints fans got free reign because nobody expects shit from them.
Bro,
Jalen tried to comfort me. Jalen tried to comfort me because I like, bro, you a Saints fan, bro.
I mean, picking on the Saints fan is like picking on a kid on the playground. It's like we're not even doing it. But the thing is,
y'all in the NFL?
The problem is that Spike and Nick actually have hopes every year. That's why it's applicable.
That's
like,
what that's called being a fan.
Y'all actually believe in that.
Yeah, that's why I hate Philadelphia Eagles fans, because y'all try to act like now because y'all winning. Oh, they got hope, so they seem crazy. You and Sheldon are insane because y'all think y'all have the best team in the league, and y'all think y'all the only one supposed to have hope. Get this shit.
Why is there a white man on the screen?
You got a Jerry Jones
floating crack on the screen.
Bro,
Jerry Jones.
That's Jerry Jones.
Hey, what church you get that from? You went to the Methodist church in that was in Alpharetta. That was in Alpharetta. You went to church in Alpharetta and they gave you.
Why you got a white voodoo doll, bro?
I thought that was Joe
Jerry.
Biden. Oh, like, what the fuck?
That's Jerry.
That was some get out shit. That was some get out shit right there. I thought you was gonna ring a bell next.
That's straight Jerry explaining himself.
Damn, worshiping, damn, just taking this white shit too. Hey, we're gonna do yeah, that was insane. Let's jump into our we need to talk, and then we're gonna get into this Rams conversation right after that, and close out with worst of the week and Super Chat.
Honestly, I don't know who's doing we need to talk because almost like 3 different niggas. Exactly. See, exactly. Just that fast.
I put Lou in the Lou said it first. I don't know why people didn't see it, but yeah, Lou said he was gonna take it first.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't see it.
We need to talk because we're not gonna be able to have this conversation extensively when we do our quarterback rankings. We need to talk about quarterback top 10 list. There is no top 10 quarterback list in the NFL. There's the 4 that are great, and there's everybody else, and then there's the other ones that suck. Like, ain't nobody like Kyler Murray is not that much better than Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott ain't that much better than your boy in San Diego. I can't think of his name. Well, why is his name? Justin Herbert. There is Josh Allen, there is Lamar Jackson, there is Patrick Mahomes, and there is Joe Burrow. Those are the top 4. No one else is even close to that. So the fact that Gilly and Cam finna fight behind this, and Johnny Manziel want to smack Gilly behind this is stupid, because again, the tier of quarterbacks is they're these 4 that can do what no one else can do in the league, and then there's anyone else. It depends on who you like and what style you like as far as what you want to do, and then there's the people that suck. There is no top 10 quarterback list. It's the 4 and everybody else, and that's what we need to talk about.
I don't think you're too far off base, Spike. Honestly,
I think it's the top 7. As far as not that second tier, bro, you can move around. 4, but
you can put anybody at 5 and make an argument.
Yeah, but it's only 3. It's only 3 other people that really come in at that top, like from 7 through 5.
It's not true.
That is true, bro. Nobody's gonna come up.
Who are those 3 people?
Stafford, Jalen Hurts, and Jaden Daniels.
Nah, nope. See, no, you already.
Is that going into the season? Or
talking to me?
Is that going into the season? That's your 5, 6, 7.
That's going in.
It don't even matter. Like Jalen Hurts is not a top 7 quarterback in the league. That's not. That's no way that's possible.
Jalen Hurts,
like, no, it's not.
All the top ones.
I look at football. Y'all watch football. Y'all just like.
We just saw you put Marlon Humphrey as number 2 cornerback in the league. So
I saw you put Miles Sanders. I saw you put Miles Sanders as the best running back in the league. Now,
no, he was 5th. He was 5th, Lou.
He was 5th. That's number 2,
and he was 3rd in rushing that year.
That's not hate.
I'm not even a big Jalen Hurts fan, but that's hate. That's hate.
I'm looking at Jalen.
Let me read this to you.
Wait, real quick. I don't want to hear shit about Rings, Q, or Shelton. If you tell me you're watching a football game and telling me that Jalen Hurts plays quarterback better than Herbert, that's insane to me.
Hurts, because he does what he does better. He does what he does better.
He beats all of the tier 1 quarterbacks. Name a quarterback.
And that's the thing that I'm mentioning in this thing about the list, FIFO. You can say that about anyone. I can say Kyler Murray does shit better than whoever. I can say,
but you can't say Kyler Murray beat all
does shit better than whoever. I can say that Matt Stafford does stuff better than whoever.
Kyler Murray ain't been to no Super Bowl.
So you add an extra thing in there. I'm talking about playing the position of quarterback.
I can say
Jared Goff. I can say Jared Goff does this better. I can say Brock Purdy does it better. There's only a top 4, and then there's everybody else, bro.
I don't disagree with that statement.
Those are the only 4 quarterbacks that you can make the agreement. Like you can make an argument with. Yes, like, these dudes are better than everybody else.
They done separated themselves.
It's over. It's over. They
done separated themselves. In terms of Jalen Hurts specifically, they're not asking him to go out there and throw for 5,000-6,000 yards like Justin Herbert does. But Justin Herbert, hold on. Hey, you talking to me? Don't talk to the Eagles fan. Okay, I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm being very objective here. Jalen Hurts can do things that most other quarterbacks can't do in the league right now. Justin Fields can do it. Being that running quarterback, Lamar Jackson can do it. He's the best at being the running quarterback that can also throw, right? Jalen Hurts, what they're asking him to do, there's literally 2 other quarterbacks in the league that can do it. Because of that,
I don't agree with that.
Okay, that's okay. We can agree to disagree.
Hey, FIFO, even outside of that, like when he's needed to be the quarterback,
he does what he needs to do.
In the time they need him to be in both of the Super Bowls.
That's what
one mistake. Listen, one mistake caused him not having 2 Super Bowls, basically. So, like, 100%. When needed, and that was Tom Brady most of his career until like the later half of his career. Like Tom Brady didn't have more talent than Peyton Manning. He didn't have more talent than he's not more talented than Aaron Rodgers. You're thinking about talent. That's not all that goes into being the quarterback.
I'm thinking about talent because it has to do with. But listen,
that's not 100%.
You could argue that the quarterback position is the worst unit on the Eagles team. They have a top 4. They have a top 3 defensive line. They have a top wide receiver, top deep offensive line, top cornerbacks as y'all talking about. Top
and they have a top quarterback in the league.
Top corner. No, they
have
don't.
They have one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
That's the worst position on their team.
It is still top 10. It is still top 10.
It
is.
What you mean it's top 10?
Jalen Hurts is top 10 in the league.
It is.
No,
bro.
he's not.
Yes, he is.
It's okay.
If Jalen Hurts went anywhere else and played football, he would be out of the league.
It's okay, Spike.
You gonna drink on that?
Hey, Spike, I know it's hate. We know it's hate.
Jalen Hurts
You
on the
can have it
Chargers.
in your heart, but it's hate.
Put Jalen Hurts on the Chargers. Put Jalen Hurts on the Chargers.
I'm pretty sure Harbaugh will make it work because he made
Yep,
Holland
100%.
So what are you saying?
Running the option, running the triple option.
The man made the playoffs with Jalen Reagor as the number one receiver. Like he was on the Chargers. What are you saying?
No, I'm saying
Did he not?
Harbaugh can make anybody look like they about to be.
So that's my point. We were losing.
He had
Justin Herbert. He had Justin Herbert made it to the playoffs, and he shit the bed. He shit the bed last year in the playoffs, and like he has more talent than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts.
That goes to my point.
Hey, Doc. No, wait. Spike. Let's move on just a little bit. You said put Jalen Hurts on the Raiders with a run first head coach.
Yes.
That's a defensive guru, and they just drafted a fucking beast of a running back.
What's going to happen, when you got to throw the ball?
As far as a beast running back.
What's going to happen when you got to throw the ball?
No,
what's going to happen?
Doc,
the same
when
thing
I say
happened
beast,
in Alabama.
I just mean physicality.
He had to leave and transfer to Oklahoma.
The dude looked like a beast. That's all I'm saying. Look, Spike.
He's won everywhere he's been too, Spike. So
that's it.
Yeah, and he's won everywhere he's been. He's won in Alabama. Whether he got benched or not, he won. He won
Oklahoma too.
In the national
he won in Philly,
game.
Bro, I'm not even trying to cape for him.
In the
You're
national
just
championship
hating.
game. Okay. I'm not hating. I'm just stating the obvious that everybody seems to forget because the Eagles went to the Super Bowl and won because they had a super team and an average quarterback.
Hey, Spike,
but the obvious is that he won.
Jalen Hurts is your ludicrous in the league. That's basically what he is. He's your ludicrous.
Hey, Lou.
Everybody else can see the talent. You just can't.
One last thing, Lou. He's 21-9 with throwing the ball 30 times, which is second best in the league behind Patrick Mahomes. So
throwing the ball 30 times to who? To Saquon Barkley.
It don't really matter.
Scrimmage. What are those?
You are such a hater. There was a
year with Jalen Reagor as your top receiver.
That's what I hate because y'all saying I'm hating. Y'all watching the same exact shit that I'm watching. Y'all watching the dude that got benched in college and had to transfer, and then luckily ran into a great.
And he's better than Tua now. And he's better than Tua.
Fell into the Super Bowl.
Him and Tua the same quarterback.
Lou, he fell into the Super Bowl twice.
He what?
You're hating.
He fell into the Super Bowl twice.
Well, he lost one Super Bowl.
Hey, hold on. Let me ask you something.
Hey, we gotta get to this last topic.
Hold on, Ken.
The fact that we're arguing about Jalen Hurts of all people is
true.
Why are we wasting our time on this guy?
I need to know this, Ken. I need to know this. I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep tonight.
I hate you brought it up, Spike.
I'm not gonna be able to. Hold on. I'm not gonna be able to sleep. If you swap out Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott, the Cowboys are not a better team?
No, we would win 5 games.
Wait, hold on. Stam, to be honest, ask that question.
Yeah, I do. I hate that.
I'll tell you why.
You think they
I'll
would
tell
be?
you why.
Kid, don't fall.
Yes.
No. Hold on. You think they would be? Both of you
guys.
Yes,
they'd be a better team.
No, they wouldn't.
They'd be a better team.
With that coaching staff and all. Are y'all serious?
We don't have an adequate enough coaching staff.
Jalen Hurts will be a different coordinator every year.
No. We don't have the Cowboys coaching staff can't make him better.
Wow.
That won't
He
happen.
makes himself
better than Dak Prescott.
We would no, he don't, Sheldon. We would win 5 games if Jalen Hurts was our quarterback.
Crazy if y'all think that.
Jalen Hurts is better than Dak Prescott. And so Dak Prescott is better than Jalen Hurts to you?
I agree with Spike. Because the Cowboys.
If he was in Dallas, we would win 4 to 5 games per year because our coaching staff is that bad.
I mean, y'all expected to do that this year. So I mean, so it doesn't really matter. I think it is what it is. Like, yeah, I don't think Jalen Hurts will make a difference. I think you probably gonna end up.
Got ran out of Alabama. What you think gonna happen in Texas?
All right, man. Let's talk about the Rams. Let's go to LA.
Yeah, because Q about to come back and Q.
Oh, I didn't even know he. I thought he left.
Did he
should have heard that crazy?
Nah, don't bring it back.
No. The Rams. The Los Angeles Rams are quietly, Dylan, With the major issue at that quarterback position, as Matthew Stafford is not 100% healthy to start the season. Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford did not practice on Monday, despite being expected to participate in individual drills upon his return from an aggravated disc in his back. Instead, Stafford was seen in street clothes during practice, walking into a restorative and rejuvenation chamber part next to the Rams practice field. What is the worst case scenario for the Rams this season, and is there anything they can do to avoid it?
I'll tell you what the worst case scenario is. Stetson Bennett, will start game one, and it's looking. It's a really scary thing. I could see him getting that cortisone shot in his back or whatever, and hopefully that helping out. But that's a scary thing. It's just scary when you're dealing with back, especially for a quarterback, because you're using that. Man, yeah, and at that age, it's a scary thing, man. And Bennett has been in the system for a while, but this team is as close as they've been in a while to being back to the Super Bowl. So in saying that, hell, it was one play away from making it this year. So him being out makes all the difference in the world for this team, and that's not a good look for this Rams team. So worst case scenario, we see Stetson Bennett starting, and they fall back to the middle of the pack because they don't have great quarterback play.
Ain't Jimmy Garoppolo their backup, not Stetson Bennett?
Yeah, I would think it's Stetson Bennett over Jimmy G right now. I think so.
Jimmy's gonna start.
You think Jimmy would start?
Yeah,
I still think they'll give it to Stetson, man. I don't know why.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. So I don't think it's gonna be a difference. But
right.
It may not make much difference. Nick is right, but I think they would give it to Jimmy Garoppolo first.
I think this is one of. There's a lot of headlines that are not being talked about in the NFL. This is one of the biggest ones. Like Shelton said, the Rams in the playoffs gave the Eagles the most fear based on how that last drive went in the snow on the road.
It was snowing.
Yeah. So I think that they were coming into this season thinking all right, we can just run it back. You know what I'm saying? The defense is young. We added another weapon. Sean McVay is still one of the best play callers offensively in the league, one of the best head coaches in the league, period. But this is why I was shocked that Shedeur wasn't picked up in any of those rounds by the Rams, because everybody knows that Stafford and McVay were thinking about leaving, but McVay came back and Stafford is not getting any younger, and defenses are getting younger, quicker, faster. To have a bad back in that division too against the 49ers, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals, I don't know. I don't think this they could be ended up picking the top 5 pick based on how the season will go.
If I'm the Rams, I'm calling my bank and I'm reporting that Stafford payment is fraud. So I ain't got to pay for what he did during the offseason, holding out and expecting that money and them not trading him, and then for this to pop up. If I'm the Rams, I'm offended. This should have been something that was examined by the organization. I don't know if it just happened. I don't know how this came about, but I do agree with you, Nick, in the sentiment that Shedeur Sanders should have been a pick that they would have taken. And to have this talent, to be in this position after what they sacrificed to win that Super Bowl from a roster standpoint, and now to bounce back because Sean McVay is such a brilliant coach, and now this dude is 39 years old, who we thought he couldn't play quarterback and was done, but he convinced us to give him money, and now your back hurt. I would be livid if I was in the Rams front office, and this may be bad. I agree with Nick. This may be some damn. We thought we had something. We were a play away from the Super Bowl, we were a play away from the NFC Championship game. And now we're dealing with a 39-year-old quarterback. We signed Devontae Adams. We have this good defense. We have this great head coach. And we thought we had a quarterback who we gave a lot of money to, who was threatening to hold out. And now we got this situation. I would be livid if I was the owner or the GM of the Rams.
Do you think that they could make a move for Kirk Cousins to bring in somebody that is? Want him? Well, I think that he's better than Stetson Bennett and or Jimmy Garoppolo, right? I'm not saying that
Stafford though. Do we know Stafford is out for sure?
It's not a. They saying Luke. He regardless, he was able to have a throwing session and he threw 60 times, but they're saying he can't have back-to-back days, and they pushed him beyond the tipping point at this point. So it's not looking good.
No, that's fraud.
And that's not taking any hit. You know what I'm saying? Like we're talking about NFL football. Quarterbacks are going to get hit. They're going to get hurt. We see the most quarterbacks get hurt in the last 2 years. So it's only about you put them out there. It's only a matter of time. My opinion, if they truly want to be Super Bowl contenders this year, which I think that they could be, I think they have to really look at potentially making a move for a veteran QB that's on these rosters that they know that they're not going to get playing time where they're currently at, and potentially make a move for a year or two.
That's not a bad idea, FIFO. That's not a bad idea at all. Like if I'm gonna go anywhere, even though it is a lateral move, if I'm gonna go anywhere and expect to win, I can't go Shedeur Sanders. Even though, like for the future, that may be great. I would go
but not for this season. Not for this season.
I still wouldn't say it's Kirk Cousins though. We know what Kirk Cousins is. He ain't going to Super Bowl regardless. So I wouldn't say it's him.
Would you do Deshaun Watson?
Well, hell no. Hell no. Because look, Kirk Cousins has shown more in his last 3 seasons, obviously barring the injury, than Deshaun has his whole time in Cleveland. You say when he was healthy. So for me, Shelton, I don't disagree. We all know what Kirk Cousins is, but given the right situation, like with Minnesota before he bounced, did they not win like 13, 14 games? Yeah, like that offense was one of the best offenses in the league, with an offensive head coach that is considered now a mastermind amongst the other masterminds in the league. We know what Sean McVay is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying Kirk Cousins to me is better than the quarterbacks that you have there. Now the money situation, that's
because Kirk always asks for money, so that's the thing about Kirk.
What the thing is the Falcons are gonna have to pay the majority of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he got his money already.
Well, I was thinking more so. I know this is not anything better per se necessarily than Kirk Cousins, but I mean the Giants got 3 quarterbacks on the roster. You could get Jameis Winston with Sean McVay. I know that's again.
That don't fit. Yeah,
I get it. But as far as like what we taking bottoms of the barrel quarterbacks anyway.
So y'all really rate the Rams like that?
Yeah, they're nice.
I rate Sean McVay.
That defense. Sean McVay and then that defense.
Young defense is really good, and Sean McVay is a really good play call.
I think it's fool's gold. I think
you wildin'.
I think
they almost beat y'all.
No, they did. They almost beat us. They almost beat us in the snow when Jalen had
one. Football.
I'm trying to finish.
They ain't trying to let you. They ain't trying to hear it.
I'm trying to finish because y'all do the same shit when it's other people. So listen, them niggas are okay. Like they're cool. They have a solid young defense. I like what's his name, Verse and whatnot. But he the only one that's on that defense that actually scares me for real. I don't see what y'all see. Y'all going off of Sam Darnold and y'all going off of a snow game where Jalen Hurts was hobbled on one leg. All right, cool. Like, if that's what y'all want to hang your hat on as a Super Bowl contender, y'all do that. I'm not seeing that shit at all. I see them being a solid 10-win team that goes out in the first round. No matter
who can stop them. No matter what. Who do you think? Who got the best chance of stopping them from winning the NFC West? Cardinals, 49ers.
Niners, if Christian is right.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey's back. If he's healthy, then it's the Niners.
They won 6 games last year?
And Brock Purdy sold mad games, and hopefully you have your cast around him to be.
If y'all had to bet y'all paycheck for the next week, y'all would take the Niners over the Rams.
Yeah, is everybody healthy?
It's a toss-up. I wouldn't take the Rams over the Niners with my check either.
That's all I'm saying.
If everybody,
that's all I'm saying. Are we saying that's how they are a Super Bowl contender, because that division is so weak and they have such a good coach. And if this quarterback can figure it out and his back don't hurt, they can win that division and go to the Super Bowl.
Is everybody healthy? Because if everybody's healthy, I'm taking the Niners 10 times out of 10. I don't know that. Like the Eagles ran a fucking train on that defense, and then it started snowing, and then people weren't getting off the way that they could. People were slipping. So I'm not hearing that the weather don't affect nothing, and we still won. We still won at home in Philly with the snow, with one leg Jalen, and without us being able. We're not used to playing in snow. We don't really have that many snow games. We don't have that many snow games. So that don't mean nothing, because we're not used to having a bunch of snow games. Like you don't account for that. You don't plan for a snow you don't plan for a snow game, and then you're telling me that Sam Darnold is your barometer for like, man, that defense ate up. Like, no, bro. Like they were like Sam Darnold's terrible. So I'm not seeing that at all.
You first of all, you are. I get that y'all won the Super Bowl, but don't do that. First of all,
how is that crazy?
And second of all, if we're talking about in that division, don't sleep on the Seahawks because they got that boy number 6 from Alabama. Hey, Shelby, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's your guy.
Sam Darnold ain't doing shit for me. That boy Jalen Milroe, hey, that boy cold right
bro.
there. Wow.
All I'm saying,
hey, Nick, let me tell you something, Nick. We'll never hear that name again. Other than you mentioning him on this show, we will never hear that name again. Let me break this news to you, bro. Like he will never be heard from you.
Bro, the Eagles put belt to ass when they were in a dome in LA, and they put belt to ass when it was regular weather in Philadelphia. So I'm not hearing that. And then I don't rate the Vikings like that because we know that they have a good enough defense to win those games with Sam Darnold. So y'all are gassing this like, oh man, Devontae Adams and Matthew Stafford and like, no, bro, stop it. Like it's 10 games, and if the Niners are healthy, they're running the train on that division, bro. Like it's over. Fred Warner, all these people that start rating at number 2 and number
if Stafford is healthy, and this ain't true, I say 12 games.
It don't matter if he's healthy. They going out the first round, bro. It don't matter.
Nah,
don't matter.
All right. Well, if they have to go with a backup, I saw that they said that the Los Angeles Rams backup quarterback Stetson Bennett had an electrifying 2025 debut in week 1 of the preseason. So I guess since we're hyping up preseason games, I guess that should give him confidence, huh?
He's Stetson
30 years old.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's definitely overachieving, and he played quarterback at Georgia. The moment's not gonna be too big. I feel more comfortable with him than any of those other guys.
Yeah,
I ain't saying he's gonna win.
You would take him over Garoppolo?
Yes, absolutely. And y'all were right. Yeah, at this point, yes. They ain't the same Jimmy G.
It's just like, poison pill or firing squad. Like, they don't matter, bro.
Right.
All right. We got our worst of the week.
Worst of the week. Ken, FIFA was talking about this nigga earlier.
There he is.
He brought it up. This boy right here. He had a hey, Sheldon, guess how many yards you ran versus he ran
2.
Less than that, bro. He had -1. He had 3 carries for -1 yard.
Nick, I had him. All he needed was 22 yards to hit, and he cost some money. So yeah.
Hey, listen. I don't even have a comp for this kid. I don't even know what to say.
It's early, Nick. Nick, it's early, bro.
Shout out to 12 Cal. It's early.
12 Cal. It's early.
Nah, bro.
12 Cal.
Shelton Q. Anybody on this platform knows the easiest transition from college to the pros when it comes to the NFL is what? Running back. It's running back. Running back is the easiest position to transit. Look at what Saquon did. You look at a lot of other top running backs, Adrian Peterson, all of them. Granted, I'm not saying Alshon Gentry is going to be those players, but they came out of college and dominated. I'm sorry, bro. And Saquon had a shitty line coming into the league, and he was rookie of the year. But the way he comes up the game, me and you was talking about
negative whatever yards is crazy.
For 3 carries.
For a quarterback that I took top 10 in the first round, that's insane. I don't know
he's missing an S in his first name.
He got 3 carries.
How many carries did he have? How many carries?
3 carries. Yeah, 3 carries for -1 yard.
I mean, you really can't judge him. That's one.
They got him out because of the
worst of the week, bro.
What?
That's one. That's one drive.
No, bro. Come on, bro.
Y'all being hyperbolic.
Though. Nah, you want to
still gonna be good.
I'm sorry.
He's still gonna be good.
Worst of the week.
I think people misunderstand how shitty the Raiders' offensive line is. I thought that them picking him this high was insane. So
Was he supposed to?
Nah, I disagree with it. I think this makes sense with
he'd be fine.
Having Pete Carroll as your head coach and the run being heavily in his philosophy of head coaching, like you said, Q Marshawn, like he gonna eat this shit, bro.
Was he supposed to like break one? Like I don't understand. Like he was supposed to break one on the first 2 carries. Like I'm
not saying I didn't say he was supposed to have 150 yards in a tutty. I was just saying 3 carries for -1 yards, bro.
Yeah,
and you a top 5 pick? Come on,
because they running into a scheme. Now, if you want to talk about worst performance, look at Quinn Ewers' performance. That was the worst performance.
Bad performance.
Quinn Ewers was 5 for 18.
There's no expectations for Quinn Ewers.
He looked lost.
Well, he was at one point being talked about the best quarterback in this draft class.
Man,
really?
Preseason,
I don't remember that.
Preseason, you just gotta toss it up. Like I don't really take from this.
Well, let me ask you this, Nick. Based off this pick for worst performance, do you think that he's going to have a good season?
I think he's gonna have a shitball season.
You don't think he's gonna be in contention for rookie of the year?
I think we're being sold a bill of goods on him.
He's gonna be,
especially when how he ended his college football season.
I would disagree with that and say that Genty is going to be in conversation for rookie of the year.
Does he get 800? Does he get 850 yards this season?
Yes.
I think because they added an extra game and shit like that, I think he should at least get 1,000 yards. If he doesn't get 1,000 yards,
if he get 1,000 yards, what are you talking about, bro?
If you Ken, we did this. Didn't we do this a long time ago, bro? If you get at least 60 yards a game, you gonna get 1,000 yards.
Next topic.
If this nigga get 1,000 yards his rookie season, he's gonna be in contention.
1,000 yards ain't shit no more, Lou. What are you talking about?
1,000 yards, 1,000 yards. I don't care.
Yeah, 1,000 yards.
The last 1,000-yard rusher the Bengals had.
Shut up. Yeah, I don't know. Anybody can get 1,000 yards.
Exactly. I'm not tripping.
Did y'all know Alvin Kamara has never rushed for 1,000 yards?
That makes sense.
Alvin Kamara. I never knew that until today.
Trent Richardson 2.0. Ashton Judge.
Nah, no.
All right.
On purpose though.
Please save this. Please somebody write this down so we can bring these players back.
Hey, listen.
We ain't never do that worst take section.
I told you.
Yeah.
Hey, we said we was gonna do that worst takes section. This is going into this has to be in there.
The hot takes is
Genty, he gonna ball this year, bro.
It's gonna be a long NFL season. Let's get ready for the hot takes, man.
Nick, he gonna ball. He gonna ball.
Donovan Mason, somebody should take over power rankings for the NFL because randomly, what's the top QB seasons ever played?
Anyway,
Brady when he threw the Moss had them 50 touchdowns. Or whatever.
I would say it's like Peyton Manning's year when he went to the Super Bowl the first time. Patrick Mahomes' second year coming.
Cam Newton MVP season.
Cam Newton's MVP season. You can talk about Brady with Moss.
When Joe Burrow lost in the Super Bowl, it was pretty good.
one of Vic's seasons, they got to be. When he won the playoff game in Lambeau.
You know.
I would say Eli's second ring.
Shit, Tony Romo. Nah, I'm lying. What would
Hey, that Tony Romo season where he fumbled the sap in the Seahawks. You right.
That was a crazy.
Hey, we gotta get people out of here.
Yeah, we gotta get a video.
People pulling the Lou.
Hey, Ken.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm glad it wasn't me. I'm glad it wasn't me this time.
Lou he drunk his coffee tonight. But
how people was snoring? He wasn't asleep.
Hey, people like that.
Sinus issues, babe.
People like that iPhone when you put it on low battery mode.
That NyQuil PM. That NyQuil PM kicking in.
It is. Using XPM.
Hey man, Josh Bros, you be doing team by team or division previews. I know that'll be the only time you will have a reason to talk about the Jets. So I need that.
Josh Bros, we're not talking about the Jets, bro. Sorry.
We're gonna skip that even in the team preview.
We appreciate the comment and everything, but we like there's no reason at any point in this season to talk about this.
Anyway.
Yeah. But yes, we will be doing team by team and division previews. We got all that coming up later on as the weeks go on, the closer we get to week one. So yeah,
Josh Bros,
we gotta get people out of
here. They need to do something about Brees Hall has done lost it, man. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, you saw
The Jets
that.
look terrible.
Yeah.
The Jets
There's
look
nothing to say about the Jets, bro. It's it.
Yeah.
This is
Jets look terrible.
Justin Fields is that quarterback. Like, what are we talking about?
We should definitely do a live show for the first game of the season with the Cowboys versus Eagles. I gotta be.
Yeah.
I mean, why do we want to?
That's what I was gonna ask you, Lou. For my super chat, is Micah gonna get traded?
Hey, mute him, Ken.
I know. I want to know what you think. What you think gonna happen? Is he gonna get signed or
No,
traded
he's
at
not
this
gonna
point?
get traded. No.
Is he gonna play the first game?
Ain't nobody got enough collateral to trade for Michael Parsons.
Is he gonna play the first game?
Yes. Well, actually, you know what? I've been a Cowboys fan since Emmitt Smith held out for the first 2 games, so that might happen too. He might hold out a couple games. He gonna get his money though. This is much to do about nothing. He gonna get his money. He's gonna be in Dallas for however long. Like nobody can put a trade package together to trade for Michael Parsons. That don't exist.
I got like shit. I give you like Jalex Hunt. I give you Jalex Hunt and a Jomo, maybe a first.
I don't even know who Jalex Hunt is.
He's somebody who won the Super Bowl last year.
Yes.
I don't even know none of these.
He got a sack in the Super Bowl at that, Q.
Like, bro,
All right.
Michael Parsons is the top 3 player in the league. Like, ain't no trade package that exists
in your Madden league or in the
every league, nigga. Madden, fantasy, the NFL, whatever league you want to FanDuel. Like, it don't matter.
Hey man, we got man, we're closing the show, man. We can't have this man up here like this. We're gonna catch you guys next week. Nick, what are we doing next week?
Next week, we should be doing. Hold on, let me see. We will be talking about it'll be all defense, rushers and defensive line.
All right, there you guys go. So come back through for that, and also, man, y'all need to put y'all list in the chat too. Yeah, we need to see that as well. But leave it in the comments, man. We'll catch you guys next time. We are out. Peace.
Peace.